everybody and welcome. Tonight in this video we will be looking at how to make a box card, and I have made this particular box card collapsible in the sense that it can lay flat in an envelope and so it's easier postage. My name is Tatiana. I'm from Tatiana Creative Stamping Adventure and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. I've been doing a series of videos called Fantastic Fun Folds in hope to teach people and inspire people to take their card making to the next level by adding a fun fold. A fun fold is a variation on the fold of the traditional card. The traditional card, I guess, is a book, open and close, and Fantastic Fun Folds open a whole new personality. No, they don't open a whole new personality. They open a whole new world of possibility in card making. So let's head to the craft desk and check out which supplies we'll be using tonight. This is one of the brand new Christmas sets in the August to December holiday. Well, it's not called the holiday catalogue. It's called the August to December mini catalogue. I just got it. My daughter and I played with it on the weekend. I'll have to show you. She insisted on making a bridge card and we made this one. It's such a beautiful set. So this is inspired tonight's card because that was so beautiful. And the set has this beautiful stamp set and it has also coordinating dies. Just gonna move my light here so that it's shining a bit closer. Otherwise I feel like it's not bright enough. And I thought we'll combine it with this beautiful specialty paper. It's from the Plush Poinsettia specialty paper, and this is like velveteen, so it's on vellum and then it's got these velveteen accents. It's so beautiful. Anyhow, enough chit chatter. I need to start with my A4 cardstock, and I do need 2 sheets because one won't give me, well, one won't cut everything out. So I'm going to start by cutting the card base, and that's at 14.8 centimeters. If you're using letter cardstock, you'll be cutting that at 5.5 inches. And then I need to cut this at 21 centimeters. 21. There we go. And in inches, that is 8.5 inches. And then I'm scoring at 9.5, 10.5, and 20 centimeters. And for the inches, that is, now the inches are very minute and got 16ths in it, and that's the way I've worked it out because of the assembly point. I'm not fully, I don't work in inches normally, in particular those increments, so if it sounds weird for you, feel free to adjust to what you think, but I've got it at 3 and 15 sixteenths. So 1/16 of 4 inches, then at 4.25 inches, 4 and 9/16 of an inch. That is a mouthful. Put that to the side, and then I'm going to take my second piece of cardstock and again trim it down to a 14.8 centimeter height, and I'm cutting this at 11.3 centimeters, and for inches you will cut the height at 5.5 inches by 4 and 7/16 of an inch, and we're scoring this one 9 millimeters or 0.9 centimeter from both sides for 1/4 of an inch in a cardstock, in letter cardstock. And that, I know we've got to cut this. So the front DSP sheet, or whatever you'd like to use, if you'd like to cut a front panel, I'm using this particular DSP. It's at 9 centimeters or 3 and 11/16 of an inch by 14.5 centimeters. No, it's not 14.5. No, it's 14.3. I miswrote. I got a mistake in my notes. Where's the pen? There's the pen, 14.3. 14.3 is correct. And in inches, 5.25. And that sits nicely on the front. We can put the trimmer away. And we can burnish the folds. I'm going to burnish there, 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 and then this bit basically gives us the box. Now some box cards have that little tuck in at the top and the bottom, but because I wanted mine to be able to lay flat in an envelope, I didn't create that. So mine will sit, this panel here will sit inside right here, as so, and that creates the box, and that also means that it can sit flat. You can lean it down to one side, just like the bridge card. You can lean it to one side or the other, as so, and then you can open it up and there. And so one of the things you want to do is to create an aperture in here. Now that I'm thinking about it, we might like to put that inside there and have that showing through the aperture as well. So we'll just quickly cut another piece of DSP. That would be fun. So that's at 9 centimeters, or the 3 11/16 by 14.3, or the 5 1/4 inch. And we want to cut some sort of aperture on this, and I am obsessed, I'm in love with the Tasteful labels, and I feel like this will be a lovely little aperture right there. So let's bring in Bailey. Hi Eva, how are you? Hope you're well. How's hubby too? Hope he's going all good. Bring in my sandwich. Love using the magnetic plate. Just gives me that confidence. Pretty. What's pretty, Lou? I was saying the magnetic plate gives me the confidence that everything will stay in place. And what's really great about these dies is that they also emboss around the die cut piece as well as the negative. So that's why I'm using these dies, because they're going to be pretty. And if we want to be frugal, which we may be, we can use this bit on the front of the card. And then if you look carefully there, hopefully that light is catching it, you can just see there is a bit of embossing around that die cut area. That's really pretty. Now let's do a little bit of assemblage. We'll put this in here, and then that'll show through like so. Yes, the dies are pretty. Now the glue will show through. They're the ones I recommended, Lou. We talked about these. The glue shows through the vellum, so I'm making sure I'm placing the glue in areas where it's outside that aperture, as so. And that way the glue won't show through. And you could just put adhesive down this side and sandwich it in, but I don't like the join showing on here. So for this side I'm going to add the tear and tape on the inside. If that gets all complicated for you, just do it on the outside or on the front. But my brain works in a way that I like to take in consideration all those tiny details. So for that reason, I'm going to peel this off and line up that corner, place it down. So with the measurements, I made it slightly smaller than that side, just because of the bending, but then it sits flatter and nicer, as you can see. And now we can add the tear and tape to this side. I should say that Stampin' Up! Has announced today that there will be a 24-hour or 48-hour stamp set sale, which is so exciting. I do not know which stamp sets are included on the sale. We all find out together on the 23rd of September, which is, when's the 23rd of September? This Wednesday? Yes, on Wednesday. So we'll all find out together on Wednesday what stamp sets are off for sale. And it's always fun to get a bargain. So there's the box starting to form. And there you can see it lays flat. And there we can have it lift. And we've got that pretty DSP there. And we can add some doves and bits. That's not the bit that I've cut here. This is going to go on the front. And let's do some stamping. Because what is it without a bit of stamping? And die cutting. Let's do the die cutting first. I have here the brushed metallic paper, and it comes in 3 sheets of 12 by 12, and I've got a 6 by 12 share here, and they come in bronze, copper and gold. I'm guessing this is the gold, that's the bronze and copper. I don't know. Maybe that's the copper and that's, I don't know. I'm going to take the lighter of the 3. And I'm going to die cut the dove from that. If I bring in the dies, where did my desk is needing a clean up. Who is a messy crafter? Because I definitely am. Here we are. Found them. So this bit, this one, guessing this one, I actually haven't used it yet. Yes, those 2 bits create a dove. What does that bit do? Let's have a look in the catalogue. I know it sounds crazy, but I haven't had a chance to. So this is the August to December. It'd be quicker if I looked it up in the index. There, page 13. Let's see. Oh, it uses both. Suggests 2. Don't know what that bit is. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, so you can cut this bit out and then place it behind this bit to create a solid part of the dovetail, or you can leave it and have a see-through. You can kind of see here it's got the see-through and here it's got white cut background, and the same with that one. So we're just going to use those 2 pieces and we're going to die cut them. Did like the idea of 2 wings though. Would help if I get the sandwich. Thank you, Elizabeth. I worked it out. I was too quick on the mark to pull out the catalogue. There we go. Run that through. And I'm going to take this wing and run it through one more time. Now, I am not doing it, but if your top plate is marked quite a bit, add a piece of copy paper on top between the plate and the paper and the dies, so that the metallic paper doesn't get marked. Almost squished our card from the weekend. That would not be good. Okay, we've done that, and I'm going to bring in the stamp set. And I really love this, Peace on Earth. Peace on Earth. We're going to stamp that. And I'm thinking make this card really magical by heat embossing. Peace on Earth. I've got the dove and the double wing. Those bits all come out. They're completely die cut through, but I haven't pushed them out yet. But I kind of really like that. So we have the dove there. Yeah, Peace on Earth towards the bottom. Here, I'll grab the Versamark ink, and I'm going to go with silver. Oh, crash bang. So what I do is always prep and get ready my embossing powder before I stamp and ink. That way it's all good to go. The Versamark doesn't dry immediately, so you've got time. But I don't want to take chances, I guess you could say. I just want to get it on. Now I've got a bit of embossing powder where I didn't want it, so I take my little brush here. It's a painting brush, which is good because it's not heat set. If I brush off the bits that I don't want to brush off, I can just reapply that. This brush is purely for fixing up those little bits. Perfect. And heat tool. Turn it on, let it just heat up for a few moments. While that's heating up, I'll give my stamp a clean. You can see the magic changing. Isn't that fun? Got our front. Now, we're not covering the DSP, or our case the specialty paper, isn't covering that strip right there, simply because when you open the card, that forms the side of the box. That will be there. And we'll put Peace on Earth towards the bottom, and then we'll put our dove. And what's neat is that the dove tails can tag off the edge so that when it opens up, it'll also, the basics of gluing this sheet down is put glue where you won't see it, and that is everywhere underneath the dove and the label. So I can go glue here and here. Now if it bothers you that this bit flips up, you can be very careful and strategic and add some glue on the back of where that vellum isn't going to show as much. But with this particular design, some of the other designs have got broader, so I've just picked that little bit of corner there and pressed. Haha, Vicky, you've caught me live. It's been a while since I've managed to catch you live. And good morning, good evening, good night, I don't know, somewhere in the world. Excuse me. So this is how our box card is coming about. I'm going to add our Peace on Earth. I'm going to use glue for that. Our Peace on Earth sentiment. And look at that, we're being very frugal in using the die. Yes. I don't know why. Am I back? Am I back? I think I'm back. My iPad says I'm back, so I'm going to keep going. And what I'm going to do is grab the foam mat here and take the brush tip. Yay, thanks Elizabeth. And normally you should do this through the die, so I'm going to just line this up. The die also protects the paper that you're keeping, and it would be good if I don't poke myself. Oh! Just run that through to get those bits out. Saves me poking them out individually. And same with this one. And if you really wanted to be super frugal, you could take those bits and put them in a shaker card. I used to keep a container for all of that, but never made that shaker card. So I threw them out. But that's all good. So I've mentioned the stamp sale, which is super duper exciting. What else is happening in September? September, I've been going sugar-free. So for those who haven't watched me regularly or are new to my channel or video here on Facebook, I am raising money for muscular dystrophy, and I am gone sugar-free. I've got a fundraiser page. The link to sponsor me is in the video description, and they support family and kids with muscular dystrophy, and it's a hard slog. So going sugar-free has been a challenge because I have such a sweet tooth, and my hubby was very mean this week. Tonight he had to go pick up some sour cream for us, so he was brilliant in picking up the sour cream, but then he picked up for himself and my son, what was it? Chocolate panna cotta, salted caramel, cream caramel. Oh, it looked amazing, and I wanted some. So cheeky man. Cheeky man. My daughter is also sugar-free, so I had some support in resisting. Well, that, and we had no choice. He didn't buy us one. Wasn't he cheeky? So I'm going to put one wing there. So add a bit of glue to the back here. Oh, come on. And this die is so beautiful, it's even embossed. Can you see that embossing on the chest there? So pretty. And we'll put the second wing there. So I'm going to add just the glue to this bit, and not too much, so that it doesn't ooze out. Go on again. My iPad doesn't say it's been interrupted, it did previously, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to add this beautiful dove. No, all good, cool. Add this beautiful dove right here. And just give it a moment to set while I find my lid. Anyone see my lid? Yoo-hoo. Lost it at the beginning of the video. Now that's a first. Ah, found it. Peace on Earth. There we go. And then I really like how the wings come off the edge there. And we've got the inside to decorate. So what we could do is put a piece of Whisper White right there to give us space to write a message to whoever would receive this card. It's very much a Christmas card, so a Christmas message or Christmas wishes. And that piece just needs to be cut the same size as the DS, which was 9 centimeters by 14.3, and in inches that was 3 11/16 by 5 1/4. It's going to take away the wrong thing. And grabbing some more sheets of, oh, there we go, perfect, DSP. Before I glue that, I'm going to grab the Sahara Stand Stamps ink pad, not stamp set, and I'm going to stamp this beautiful big dove in Sahara Sand, but I'm going to stamp it off. Grabbing some, so I'm going to stamp it off twice, 1, 2, and then have the dove flying across the page, and it's light enough that you could write on top, but it's still got those gold tones to it, and if you wanted to write around it you could as well, so you know, multi-purpose. And oh, got hair falling out now. Add that. To the inside, and we're going to heat emboss the other dove and add it right there. Block. I'm going to heat emboss this in silver as well. I might take a smaller piece of Whisper White. Look at that, perfect. Again, prepping all the bits I need ready to go. And I might even start heating up my tool. Beautiful, and yes, that fits on there. Make sure we cover our ink pad and our supply of embossing powder so that the heat tool doesn't set that, and let the magic begin. There we go. Don't want to burn my fingers. Hey Leslie, how's it going? And I have on an ink pad, that is Granny Apple Green, I think, and I've got Real Red right there. Lou, we used to have Embossing Buddy, and I still have mine, but we no longer carry it. That's why I am not using it. But yes, I do. If you have the Embossing Buddy, I would highly recommend. So I'm just going to watercolor very briefly, quickly. those elements just to add a little bit of color to our card. It's great that you could catch me, Leslie. I'm so thrilled. Now, I didn't use watercolor paper or thick paper or shimmery white, so don't add too much. Don't squeeze your brush. These are our aqua painters, and I am not squeezing it at all. I'm just using the whatever's on the tip of the brush for liquids. That was handy that I didn't clean that up. My disorganization came in handy. Bringing in Bailey one more time for tonight. And there are coordinating dies to go with this. So there is no need to, there we go, almost had that stuck down. There is no need to fussy cut this at all. Hopefully that magnet will hold it in place. The paper is all curved. So this is the card, Leslie. It is, well, it is Fantastic Fun Fold Night. So it is a box card, which I'm calling it a collapsible version of the box card because it can be folded flat and sent to anyone in the mail. And I'm using the, what's it called? Dove of Hope bundle. Perfect. And we've just got the inside to decorate. So there's the front. We open it up. There's the box. You can see it folds flat. We've got space to write a message on this side. Just needed a little bit of decoration on this side. Let's see. Do we want it? I like it like that. Or aha, like this. Gonna add glue. If you're super duper organized, you could have added the adhesive backed sheets to these two elements, meaning that you don't have to add any liquid glue. Thanks, Lou. I'm so thrilled to hear. And remember, everything I'm sharing with you, all the tools and the tricks, well, the tricks aren't purchased, the tricks are all free and the tips and hints, but all the tools and the supplies you can purchase from my online store. I don't see a comment from Felicity. Oh, yes, I do. Love, love, love. Thank you, Felicity. If you wanted, you could add some more messaging in there, or what other sentiment do we have? Where's the stamp set? Peace on earth, peace, joy, and love. Well, let's stamp that for kicks. Peace, joy, and love. And what we'll do is stamp that in Balmy Blue, which is here on my desk. Peekaboo. There you are. Awesome, Elizabeth. I would love to see yours. And if you're going to stamp here, though, I would highly recommend doing it before you assemble. But let's look at that. Managed to do it. And let's see. We need to decorate the envelope. I'm thinking, let's decorate the envelope in Balmy Blue. Just because. I was being lazy. Let's clean the stamp. Balmy Blue. I'm using that same big dove that we used on the writing panel. I'm going to put her up there. And bing, bang, boom. Bring all the elements back in. Geez, okay. Cleaning up desk tomorrow. I promise. So there we go, peace on earth with a hope, peace, joy and love, doves. You could also do something else extra. You could have bits hanging from the inside there. I just wanted to keep this one a little bit more simple. And I really love the fact that it folds down flat. And that is the reason why, when I was talking before, why I didn't add the enclosed sides. Traditionally, a box card has an enclosed side all up there, and then it has the aperture. And that would prevent the card from sitting flat in an envelope, and I didn't want that. I love to be able to mail my cards easily. So there we have it. Hey Kay, thanks for watching, and I'm glad you love it. Everything is sold in my online store, and I do have a customer loyalty program. For every $50 you spend, you collect a sticker, collect 10 stickers and get $50 worth of products from me as a thank you gift. Also use my host code for purchases under $250 and I'll send you a little gift in the mail the following month. Announcements, 3 announcements. One is that there will be a stamp sale. Don't know the discount rate, don't know which stamps, but there is a stamp sale, and stamp sales only happen once a year with Stampin' Up, and that starts on Wednesday. From memory, it's a 24 or a 48-hour stamp sale. Don't miss out on that. Announcement number 2 is that I am still doing sugar-free. I still haven't had a piece of drop of sugar all of September, and today is day 21. So sponsor me, keep those kids with muscular dystrophy supported, and I'll feel supported from your donation. And announcement number 3 is that we're going to take a 2-week break from Fantastic Fun Folds because the kids have got school holidays and we're going to be spending time with them. All announcements done. Thank you so much for joining me and spending some time with me. I hope I've inspired you to be creative and to make a card and to send a card. Okay, see you later. I'll see you on Wednesday for my creativity time. Bye for now.